Hey everyone, so on November 11th, 11/11, I don't know why they got the day in front of the month. I guess they do that sometimes. Anywho, Dragon Ball The Breakers is going to be getting some balance adjustments. We're going to look over it. Also, they got some results for like Survivor versus Raider win rates. Let's take a look at that. If you like this kind of stuff, leave a thumbs up. It helps me out. In response to the results of the beta test before launch, there were many various game balance adjustments while keeping the overwhelming power of the Raider, and importantly, considering that many survivors can enjoy. I'm paraphrasing. Let's just get to the important stuff. They adjusted stuff. Here's some of the results right after launch, after 2 weeks. Survivor, we got right after launch. Basically 41% win rate. They're counting the white is by just escaping. I guess they consider that a survivor win. The Raider technically wins too, though, I guess, but we'll get more into that later. After 2 weeks, it went from 41 to 49%, and a bigger, proponent of that was victory by defeating the Raider in Super Time Machine, so that's good. Surprisingly close amount of people actually just blowing the Raider up. Happens a lot on our streams. Come to the streams, Dragon Ball The Breaker streams, other games, but Breakers. Here's the Raider win rate, which is a more way bigger change. Actually, right after launch, it was 64%. Raider victory, including reaching the time limit. Raider victory by survivors escaping. I don't know why it says Raider victory by survivors escaping. I don't know if they mean by survivors not escaping. I guess that means yeah, if they still some escaped is the yellow and none escaped is the orange. So yeah, from 64 to 52. So on 11/11, 4 a.m. CST or 11:10, 7 p.m. EST, which is actually today, in a few minutes. Wow, okay. Breakdown of adjustments. Raise the evolution speed of Raider cell. There are many cases where cells' naturally fast evolution speed cannot be taken advantage of, so his evolution speed has been raised across the board. Lower rated Majin Buu level 1 evolution parameters. As this raider has an advantage, even at level 1, Majin Buu's parameters have been adjusted to be more in line with the game's concept. Number 3, adjusted to reduce the chances of survivor team being defeated early in match. The likelihood of survivors to remain alive at low transformations was found to vary dramatically depending on each player's individual ability, so the overall game balance has been adjusted accordingly, which means level 1 and level 2 have a bit more health. Raised evolution speed of Raider's cells slightly buff the passive skill life absorption, slightly buff the passive skill auto evolve. In accordance with the above, the adjusted gauge amount needed to evolve as well in which the gauge, as well as the rate in which the gauge increases. Lower rated Majin Buu lowered key blast speed, hit detection, width, attack range, and damage. So they nerfed um jeez, what's his name? Sapopo? My brain farting, y'all know his name. They lowered the Russian guy's key blast by a lot, which is good because people thought it was OP. Adjusted to reduce the chances of survivor team being defeated early in the match. Slightly reduced damage taken on transformation 1 and 2. Reduce the time required to recharge passive skill barrier auto recovery, so that got a buff. The percentage increase from training has been reduced, but still better overall. Adjusted various other skills, increase the cooldown for Capsule's single wheel motorbike, so Bulma's bike Won't be able to use as often. Increase the cooldown for grappling device. Another one of the extremely good getaway options. And then here's a buff there. Reduce the cooldown time for sand pot remote. So that went from 90 to 180. Now it's going to be something different. These take place 7 p.m. EST, right? Yep, 7 p.m. PST. So that's 10 p.m. Kraken time in just a few minutes. So I'm going to have this video go live unedited. Don't be liking on your con Kraken.